When you look at the NFC, it's a little different. Here are all the NFC teams who will be selecting in the top 20. And maybe the Bucs at 13 if they don't really believe in Josh Freeman, and Freeman, a former first-round pick out of Kansas State. But everybody else seems spoken for at quarterback. So, Michael, that's the top 20. But let's take the whole NFC, including those outside the top 20. Chances any NFC team goes quarterback in the first round?
I think we have to take the Eagles seriously. They brought the owner to Morgantown, West Virginia to work out Geno Smith, and then they brought Geno Smith to Philadelphia. If he's there at number 4, the Eagles very well could take him. Other teams in the conference to keep an eye on, the Chicago Bears. Are they really sold on Jay Cutler? It's not clear at this point whether or not they are. The Buccaneers haven't made a long-term commitment to Josh Freeman. And I look at a team like the Vikings picking at number 23 and number 25. If by some reason Geno Smith would squirt through and be available when they pick at 23, Christian Ponder is not a franchise quarterback. We've seen enough in 2 years to know that. I think the Vikings would be tempted if some way, somehow, he's on the board.
All right. Pete, you see anybody in the NFC that you think will rise up and grab either Geno Smith or Nassib or Matt Barkley in the first round?
No. I just don't see that right now because of the fact that there's not that sort of a need, that pressure. And I actually disagree with Mike on one thing. I think the Chicago Bears absolutely love their quarterback. He has proven to them that when he's got the people around him, he can perform. So I think that part I would.
Their record is very different when he plays and doesn't play.
Yeah.
If the Eagles don't take a lineman as the NFC teams, I'm going to cry because they need offensive help across the board, not a quarterback at this point. They got Vic. They got Nick Foles. So those are two guys they can work with. Anybody else in the AFC, I think they're good to go. I don't think they reach and take a quarterback.
Mike, jump back in here on this. I'll let you have the last word on this when it comes to the NFC.
Well, no, it all depends on how the dominoes fall. And we've been surprised before. I would not be surprised, for example, if the Rams, who are stuck with Sam Bradford because of his rookie contract, decide it's time to get a guy. They've got 2 shots in the first round. Get a guy who could be groomed to take over for him. No one's going to tell us what they plan to do. And like I said, we've been surprised before, and we could be surprised again.
All right, so most of the discussion was Geno Smith, a couple other names thrown in. But at the end of the day, Michael, how many legit first-round worthy quarterbacks do you see in this draft?
I really do think it's only Geno Smith at this point, but I also believe that there will be 1 or 2 quarterbacks taken at the bottom of the round by teams who jump back in to round 1 from round 2, like the Buffalo Bills, to possibly get Ryan Nassib. A wild card to watch in the bottom 10 of round 1 is the Houston Texans. People believe that maybe the Texans are going to be thinking about getting a successor to Matt Schaub, and our buddy Corey Chavis feels very strongly about E.J. Manuel. That would be a fascinating pick in the lower part of round 1 if it comes to it.
All right, gentlemen, forget this year, last year, need. If you're just looking at players, you say that guy's a first-rounder, that guy is not. I'll start with our first-rounder. How many quarterbacks are first-round worthy?
I believe 2. I believe, Geno Smith is going to be picked. And I like Ryan Nassib. I think the value at 8 is not there for Buffalo, but if they can move down and get him there at the bottom of the first round, that's going to be a good play for them and a good quarterback situation for Buffalo. So they're the 2 guys right now that I think will be in the first round. Matt Barkley will be tight.
And do you think they're first-round worthy? Not what do you think the team will go there. Do you grade them as first round?
I do, yeah. Those 2 guys absolutely are. And Matt Barkley I just think he's, with the injury and the way he's been playing, and I don't know for sure if he's completely back, he'll squeeze in close to the first round, probably in the second.
It's the arm strength on Barkley that I'd be concerned of right now. You look at E.J. Manuel, he fits what everybody's been looking for in the NFL right now. Look at the skill set. He's got height, he's got speed, he's got strength, he's very quick, he's 68% completions, and then you look at Geno Smith, same type of numbers. He's a 4.5 guy. He's the fastest quarterback in this draft. When you put up his numbers, they sure look a lot like the quarterbacks last year that we all fell in love with.
I will be on record and will be different. I have nobody with a first-round grade at the quarterback position. I have concerns about everybody across the board. I think they're all second, third, and fourth rounders, depending on what we're looking at, but I've been wrong before.
Check out Pro Football Talk on NBC Sports Network weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern and PFT Live weekdays at noon Eastern on NBCSports.com.